Hi everyone, it is me, Jordan Long here, and today I'm talking about daylight keeping time. Well, first off, the name is a misleader. It's a little misleading, because you're not keeping the daylight. At the end of the day, you cannot keep the daylight at all. But why they call it that, who knows? Why we do it, who knows? There are sundriest sagas and tales to why the Gathering Law Moat made that a law. You know why some Reichs and Nears and Shears, some Reichs and Shears and Nears can do it, and why some Reichs have to do it, and why some Reichs and some settlings don't have to do it. If you live in the 4-1 Reichs, and if you live in a settled land, then you know the bullshit of daylight keeping time, because both lands have made laws that made it where you gotta shift your timer ahead for like half the year, and then shift your timer back for the other half of the year. It's bullshit. It doesn't really do anything to help anyone. And here are some of the beliefs that some folks think of why folks in why 4-1 Rikers and Settllanders have to do it. Oh, I heard it helps the farmers out. Oh, so I'm shifting my timer ahead and back to help folks which are already busy in Iffend all year, are already busy in Iffend. So how's that going to help them? Because we all know farmers are going to get up at whatever time they set for themselves to get up and do the work they have to do. Even if it's a kin-owned farm business or a business-owned farm business, alright? So it's not like these folks aren't going to know, I got to get up at 6 to be ready at 7 to start working on the livestock, alright? You know, they're already out there right now doing their work, even if we shift the timer ahead or back. So I don't know how that became a thing. Well, I also heard that, North Vinland wanted to do the same thing that Evenland did. I know. North Vinland, at least two of the sundriest lands there, always have a goal to behave like Evenland. They do. So since some lands over there did the whole daylight keeping time bullshit, that means we gotta do it, right? That's what I heard. Yeah. So, alright, we'll say the 4-1 Kingdom started a whole bullshit daylight keeping time shit. And then the 4-1 Reichs and the Settlelands like, yeah, those 4-1 Kingdomers are so cool, folks, because they're shifting their timer ahead half a year and they're shifting it back the other half of the year. Boy, I sure wish we had a law that made us do that too. Yeah, at least that's what I heard too. And I heard it was supposed to help in the war. Yeah, which war? Because there have been sundriest wars since the early B season to the late YL. So which war was that helping, or which war was that handicapping? Was that World War One or World War Two? Because at the end of the day, I don't really think shifting your timer ahead or back more really has anything to do to help folks in war, or to stop wars, or to handicap folks in wars. I don't know. Well, that's all the things I heard. Yeah, I heard the same bullshit too. You see, Jordan, I think the only folks that would truly know why we do it would be the folks in the Gathering Law Moat. Because it was the Winnemalt, the house of the elders and the house of the folks that made that bill. It was the four-sitter and the leadership arm that wrote that bill into law. Lawfuled it. Yeah, but you see, that was a long time ago, Mora. The folks that are in the house of the elders and the house of the folks of the Winnemalt And the force setter, who is the head of the leadership, and the leadership, neither side, the lawmaking side and the lawmaking arm and the leadership arm, are not going to know why. So not going to know why. They're going to forget. They're not going to know why they had to shift the timers head and back. You ask them, they're going to scratch their head and say they don't know, and then they're going to have to go look that up and say, oh well, it was in 9 between 35 YL, was it 9 between 45 YL or something, or whatever what the hell they thought. They're not going to know. They're going to have to look it up. And then it's going to be like they're going to scratch their head after they look it up and tell you, yeah, we don't know why we made that a thing. Yeah. And you ever hear about a law to make that thing no longer a thing? Yeah. There were a lot of folks in the Winnamot Mora, the House of the Elders, the House of the Folks, the lawmaking arm, that wanted to end it, which I would really think that would be good. But you see, they got more no's than yeses. The House of the Elders wanted it, but the House of the Folks said no to it, so it became a dead bill. So I don't think it's ever going to get to any force setter who's the head of the leadership arm at all. He or she's never going to write it into law, because there'll, no manner, no he or she's never going to write it into law, because the House of the Folks and the House of the Lords are never, the House of the Elders and the House of the Folks are never ever going to be yes, yes, yes on both sides to make the bill go to being a law. It either gets forbid by one house of the Winnamot, the leadership arm, or the leadership arm could always forbid it on the grounds of what? I don't know. But I just think it's bullshit we do it. And why is it that some of the Reichs and some of the settlings don't have to do it? I mean, that's unfair. It's like if you live in some of the Reichs and some of the settlings, you don't have to do it. So, does anyone truly know why that everyone... Does anyone truly know why the folks in the 4-1 Reichs and folks in the settled land have to do the bullshit daylight keeping time? Shift your timer ahead half a year. Shift your timer back the other half of the year. Keep that daylight. Truth is, you're losing it when you shift it back. Oh, we're losing all the... and if some kind of bullshit about stopping folks from blowing lighting or something... Well, I think folks are going to blow lighting, and they're going to have their lights on. They're going to do whatever they're going to do if you shift the timer ahead or you shift it back. If you like this film, then follow me over here to Jordan Long Fairway. Watch the other film I made yesterday over here. Don't forget to share, playlist, and thumb up this film. And hit that ringer if you have, hit that bind if you haven't, and hit the ringer to let you know when the next upload live stream of shorts comes your way. I, Jordan Long, or Jordan Mulan Long, and I'll see you later. Goodbye. Farewell. So long.